Amazing evening, Nigeria. So, from the drama that played out today in the courtroom for Federal High Court for Abuja with Nnamdi Kanu, to the warning when your presidents don't give to Donald Trump, say, "Come, you cannot intimidate me or not think that because your country big past my country, you intimidate me." No, that's not exactly how the president put it. But we cannot be intimidated. You understand? So, all stories then when they happen for the country. Now they tell us all the things that they share for Nigeria. Welcome to Updated Precious. And joining me all the way from I don't know the land he is Prince Francis Chilaka. Good evening, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. This
How
one
are
you're
you?
carrying cross bag, Abi na Egbe. What is in that? Is it Ebe? What is in that thing you're carrying like that? Cross. But you have to lift it up. Let's be sure that it's not double barrel or whatever it is that you're crossing like that. And then you're wearing jacket.
I'm
Are
on
you a Johnny
transit.
Walker? Are you a Johnny
Yes,
Walker?
I'm on transit. I went to
So
consult with Donald Trump, to save the face of Nigeria.
So you have joined me in Globetrotting, Abi. You are now Globetrotters Association of Nigeria. Well done, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. It's a pleasure to have you here as usual. And thank you so immensely for the contribution we did put in to make sure that our country work. And one day, the things and way they work for, you will see the result. As I tell you always, your results day for earth, no day for heaven. So people, please, if you're just seeing him for the first time, kindly go follow him on his YouTube channel at Prince Chilaka TV. See, I'm the name did here, Prince Chilaka TV. Ensure you follow him, like, and all his comments and share, and all his posts and share, and all that. And of course, if it is your first time of joining us here, ensure to like this post first of all, share this post, subscribe to this channel. If you never subscribe, waiting you did wait for, you're not paying money. It is free of charge. FOC, you're not paying. So just go subscribe, like, and share. Follow us like a video show. But let me run you through the hot topics that we have this evening very quickly. So on the front burner this evening, court to deliver judgment in Kanu's terrorism case November 20. As Kanu blast judge, blast DSS today in court. Oga, come on, shirt for them. Say, this one that they do now waiting. And trust me, I'll bring you all the drama as it take happen. Because not the work why they do with that. Trump's threat, Nigeria government won't be intimidated. Tinubu have said so. Nigerian government will not be intimidated. You cannot. In fact, Tinubu calls for support to tackle terrorism amid Trump's invasion threat. That's another matter. Trump's threat, Tinubu rallies foreign allies as North rejects Sharia ban. Not say you can never ban our Sharia. Leave our Sharia for us. You will not ban our Sharia. I'm coming. I'll bring all the details. Now the work I do with that. Tinubu, Sultan of Sokoto meet in Abuja. Over waiting. Tinubu and Sultan meet in Abuja. Over waiting. You could get to hear him. Tinubu woos investors, says Nigeria ready for partnerships because our country is very good and safe and very lucrative. A land flowing with milk and honey. And then if they make any investment you bring, move forward. So I beg, come and invest. Come and buy our market. It is very good. Concerning Nnamdi Kanu's case, Huriwa cautions federal government over alleged plot to execute Kanu. See, if on they execute, I'm not gonna be careful. Take them suffering. Then we'll go to political issues and waiting to happen for inside the political terrain. As PDP faction don't name Mao Ohabonwa as BOT chairman. Oh God, this party would. And then there's a video of wicked dancing. The PDP don't fall. Hey, they dance. I'm coming. You see, I told you I'll bring you all the juice. Now the work they do. PDP chairman PDP chairman back Damagun rejects Abdurrahman. And then insecurity. Terrorists reportedly sighted in Tahir Gil, Plateau State. This, according to reports, they cite them. They plenty they come enter inside that state of Plateau State. Now it don't they happen. No, in fact, the thing don't make the round for social media. Nobody now go yes, 100 people don't die, 30 people don't die. We don't hear that now. We don't they shout to government. I beg, not gonna do the needful. Citizens of disgraced country now defend democracy that fails to protect them. Hey, deliver to me. What do we do? You deliver to me. Slams Nigeria.
Precious, hold on. That thing, it can't as it
do me so half a body. Your network.
The truth, I must say the truth. I feel disappointed.
Hell.
I'm ashamed of Nigerians who have failed to stand up to the truth. I feel ashamed of Nigerians who suddenly have become more patriotic than patriotism itself. And that's why I've always maintained that Nigeria is a country where you find out that the oppressed are praising those who are oppressing them.
The oppressed, yes. Then they enter ring, they battle you over their oppressors.
That is why when you say you are protesting over an issue that government should be able to provide, you will see some non-entities who gather themselves and protest against you, as if life is better for them. You know, everybody that has been saying, we don't want America to intervene, we don't want this to intervene. What has the government done before now? They are talking about oil, they are talking about minerals resources. Since this administration came to power, how much have they earned from mineral resources? How much? So it's so pathetic that, you know, suddenly you just find everybody becoming more of a Nigerian than Nigeria itself. And I have said, and I'll keep saying it, entity called Nigeria, as at the time it was amalgamated in 1914, there was no Nigeria. We don't know who and who did that amalgamation.
They talk plenty. I see they read headline. I never entered the conversation.
No, I'm coming. We don't know who and who was involved in that amalgamation. Now, after independence in 1960, we have had some callous, not straight-thinking leaders. How can you have a country that has a constitution and you will say you cannot have referendum? It simply means that those you have as leaders today are using the same template that the people who formed Nigeria are used, because it was a slave-master relationship. So Nigerian government has maintained that slave-master relationship with our people. So that is why each time there is something that will affect government, the government will put in so much money to get people to come and say we're in support of government. Meanwhile, the money they give to them is not up to half of what they steal.
But sir, do you know there was protest today? People protested today, and police don't pursue them. They don't do them anything. Police guide them well.
It shows you the level of poverty, the level of bad governance.
You don't even ask me the protest. They talk level of government. If I ask you the protest, sir.
Okay, talk.
People protested against Donald Trump for trying to threaten our sovereignty.
That is what I'm telling you now. It is the level of poverty, the level of cluelessness, the level of bad governance.
This is what is
playing out. This is what is playing out. And that's why you have a lot of non-entities on Facebook, on Twitter, spewing rubbish. Spewing rubbish. Somebody was doing a catalogical representation of the number of Muslims and number of mosques that has been burnt. And I said to myself, Oga, we not say you call yourself professor. We not say you did learned. Are you not ashamed? Like all this while, they have been killing your own people by your own people, and you're keeping quiet. You're keeping quiet. The entire North should be ashamed of itself. The entire leadership of the North should be ashamed of itself. That you are allowing the Fulanis that are not up to 5% to hold you people down. Check all the emirs in the North. Point one that is an Hausa man. They are all Fulanis. And then you see them, all of them coming out and speaking too much grammar. I feel disappointed, honestly. But that is what it is.
All right. So let me quickly run through that headline. You know, saying that one headline I see they read when you come, hey, make I take them again. Deliver to me say, citizens of disgraced country now defend democracy that fails to protect them. Deliver to me slams Nigerians backing failed government, says Tinubu writes on falsified election results. Hey, make I go on to another matter. Arrogant Shawore still wanted. Now so police CPD. You know, they don't
know where Shawore is. They stop that rubbish.
Because I want to say,
don't they know where Shawore is? If they want to arrest Shawore, they know how to get it. So why are they making noise on TV and radio?
Okay.
Shawore, they know where to catch her. They know if they want to arrest them. It's like the new commissioner of police in Lagos no get work to do. That's Shawore they look for.
Okay,
sir. I mean, these are the kind of things you don't even need to hear of.
Okay, sir. All right, moving
they are looking
on.
For Shawore because Shawore organized people who their houses were demolished, who were rendered homeless, who were protesting against the fact that their houses were demolished, and you declare him wanted. Meanwhile, the bandits that are killing people in the north, the unknown government that are killing people in the southeast, you have not declared them wanted.
All right, sir. Okay, so moving on with other headlines. Abia government increases NYC members' allowances by 1,150%. And then Gubapo, heavy security presence in Anambra as observers urge EFCC to check vote buying. Well, all these are more now go put more inside. As I make I just tell you sharply. But you know would be good if I don't start with the drama we play out today before the Federal High Court Abuja as he get to do with Nnamdi Kanu case. All right. So the Federal High Court in Abuja on Friday today fixed November 20 for the delivery of judgment in the terrorism case we visited in summer on top of Nnamdi Kanu case. Yeah, Nnamdi Kanu head. Now, Justice James Omotosho announced the date while ruling in the matter after Kanu failed to open his defense, having exhausted the 6 days allocated to him by the court to present his case. Now, the judge held that since Kanu failed to utilize the opportunity granted to him to conduct his defense, he could not claim to have been denied his constitutionally guaranteed rights to a fair hearing. Meanwhile, Kanu on Friday today filed a motion challenging his trial on the grounds that terrorism was no longer an offense in Nigeria. Forgive me, I beg. So your brother Carlos said terrorism not be offense again for Nigeria. He said the earlier Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Acts had been repealed, and as such, there were no valid charges against him. Kanu maintained that there was no case against him and urged the courts to dismiss the charges and allow him to go home. If you remember, on October 16, after the Nigerian Medical Association declared Kanu fit to continue with his trial, Justice Omotosho granted him 6 consecutive days, beginning from October 23 to 30, to open his defense, or open and close his defense. Now, the defendant has until 30th of October to open and close his defense, so Omotosho said. Now, Kanu, who is facing 7-count terrorism charge brought against him by the federal government, however, exhausted all the given days within without entering the defense, insisting that there was no charge against him and there is nothing for him to answer. At the resumed hearing, the court stood down to allow Kanu to file the fresh motion. Now, in the motion, Kanu urged the court to expunge from its record the purported plea of not guilty entered by him, claiming it was based on deception and in defiance of the Supreme Court's decision. He also sought in defiance, rather, and he also sought an order setting aside all subsequent proceedings, arguing that they were founded on a nullity. Now, Kanu further asked the court to hold the act charges disclosed to no offense known to law, as they were allegedly based on a repealed terrorism law. They requested an order striking out the charge for want of jurisdiction and direction to release. A lot happened in court today, but make I go play some of those drama we happened. Let me start with the beginning of the drama, and I go straight to other parts of the drama we happened today for inside the court. Watch this.
If you can say do something, you will do it. And you are just sitting conviction. And you wonder why God cost you the useless black people. You don't know what justice means. You have no idea what justice means. You don't know what justice means. Useless black African people. You don't know the name of justice. Your constitution says you cannot try anybody unless the law is written. Show me the written law. Show me the written law. I want to know the written law. Talk to me now. Show me the written law. Are you okay? Don't go close. Don't try that rubbish. Don't try it. Don't try it. Go ahead and say don't try that rubbish. Don't try that rubbish. Useless people. You don't.
So just so you know, that was him charging at the DSS officer, I guess. I heard so.
Don't go close. Don't try that rubbish. Don't try it. Don't try it. Go ahead and say don't try that rubbish. Don't try that rubbish. Useless people. You don't know law. You don't know law. Your own constitution you don't respect. Supreme Court judgment you don't respect. Then why are we in the court of law? Why are we in the court of law, I ask? Nonsense. You think Britain can ask you to jail me and you jail me? You are dreaming. You are dreaming. I'm telling you that you are dreaming. Nonsense.
All right, that now part one of the drama we BC play today. I go play on a part two of the drama. Prince Francis Chilaga, are you there? Are you there? Are you there? I'm coming
I'm
home for
here.
me to play part 2 and 3 of the
I'm
drama.
here. I'm
Are they
here.
here to explain all the details we happen? Now here is part 2, details of the drama, and this video is courtesy of I think that's a Symphony TV. Take a listen.
Cannot try anybody unless the law is written. Show me written law. Show me written law. Don't try it. Don't try it. Don't try rubbish. Don't try rubbish. Useless people. You don't know law. You don't know law. Your own constitution you don't respect. You give God's judgment you don't respect. Then why we the court? Why we the court of law I ask?
Good morning.
Yes, I know you attended the proceedings today.
Yes, I
Just
did.
for Nigerians to know.
Yeah.
Just a summary of what happened.
Well, what happened in court today, for me, continues to be travesty of justice. I've always said it that in Nigeria there appear to be two sets of rules, one for the Igbo man and another for the other Nigerians. This is exactly what I saw in court today. First of all, my name is Honorable Obi Agocha. I represent the great people of Iguano, Umuahia North and Umuahia South Federal Constituency. I am the primary representative for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So I'm going to speak to you as a layman. I'm not a lawyer. Today, there was a motion that was filed. Previously, I believe at the end of October, another motion was filed. And none of those motions were challenged by the prosecution team. They didn't raise any objection. The court did not overrule anybody, but admitted the motion. So on what basis then is the trial, the efforts that are being put to compel Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to trial when the motions have been put and yet to be challenged by the prosecution team? Mazi Kanu is asking for a simple question: on what law is he being tried? Neither the judge nor the prosecution team have answered that. And today, that motion that was raised by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and served to the prosecution team were not challenged. And it's very, very critical and important that we know that. However, the judge now ruled to say that he's reserved November 20th for ruling, when there are jurisdictional issues, thresholds that are yet to be overcome. So this is a political trial veiled as a criminal trial. And for the stability of the Southeast and for the stability of Nigeria in a whole, to bring to end the civil war that was fought in 1967, means that the president should please look at the totality of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's trial and bring an end to this charade, a travesty of injustice, bring an end to it so that the Southeast can be peaceful again, Nigeria can be peaceful again. But if they are determined in the way they have steamrolled this process, rushing to a judgment, then like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says, there's a God in heaven, and the injustices that have been meted to Igbos, we will not forget. We will not forget. Even if we forget, our children and our grandchildren will not forget. Because it's important that everybody notes it, especially Mr. President, that in order for him to consolidate his goodwill for 2027, start with how he handles the matter of Nnamdi Kanu. Because you cannot be there as the father of the nation and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being treated in the manner that he's been treated, when every other person who has been charged with almost similar offenses as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, at the determination of the court, has been let go. So why is Nnamdi still being held down, being punished, being subjugated? It's simply because...
All right, so that's Honorable Obi Igwocha. Let me kindly quickly conclude all that he had to say, and then take your opinion before I talk,
So
summarize
if
the
we
matter we
get
have
it,
discussed.
the president gets this right, then we will begin the process of healing and reconciliation and putting back the Southeast back as a home where people can come and feel free in their homes without running away from all these high crime and criminalities that are happening in the Southeast. So Mr. President has an opportunity now. The world is looking at us, both from the persecution of Christians, from the persecution of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, to know how we are going to, put our houses in order. But like I said, is one person. You can take Mazen Nnamdi Kanu if you so wish. You have the authority. But many more Nnamdi Kanu will rise because this is clearly an injustice that is being meted at one person who happens to be an Igbo man. So I plead with Mr. President to note that this is a political trial and which requires a political solution to bring everything to.
So, Prince Francis Chilakasa, you don't hear waiting Honorable Ubi Gocha talk. Before I go to the summary, wait, BC, I think Symphony TV summarize all that happened in court today. Let me take your
Okay.
reaction to these ones first.
Let me say, condemning Nnamdi Kanu, hating Nnamdi Kanu, disagree with his own way of doing things. One thing I have continued to say, and one thing I will continue to say, is that Biafra is an ideology. Biafra is not just about Nnamdi Kanu. It's an ideology. It's about the entire Southeast. It's about the entire Igbo man. When you take out Nnamdi Kanu today, another person will come up. That is the beautiful thing about ideology. It never dies with one person. It keeps resonating until you find an amicable solution to it so that the matter can rest and rest well. Yes, I know a lot of people will say, oh, Nnamdi Kanu doesn't want to open trial. He doesn't want to open defense. He wants to... But the point is that he's asking a question, and this is a fundamental question. And I expect that between the prosecutor and the judge, they should provide an answer for him. He's asking a very, you may say we're not lawyers and then we're not informed and we're not as learned as they are, but he's asking a question. Under what law am I being tried? Even you, Precious, you have a right to ask that question and you deserve an answer. So I don't know why the prosecutor and the judge, they're finding it difficult to tell him, okay, we're trying you under section so and so of the Nigerian Constitution, or amended in this year, but it's a simple thing. So all this drama that is playing out is also telling on the kind of judiciary we have in Nigeria. And you keep making the Igbos feel that they're not part of Nigeria. That's the truth. You're making the Igbos feel that way. Because you seem to have two laws in Nigeria. In one hand, you have the laws for the rich, you have the laws for the poor, you have the laws for other tribes in Nigeria, and you have another law for the Igbo man. And that is taking me back to what Dele Farotimi said, that the disgraced people are now the ones championing democracy that has not benefited them. The same thing is happening in Igbo land. Most disgraced Igbo men who have not thought about how to move on with their lives, they are the ones who will come out to defend the government. So you cannot beat a baby and ask the baby not to cry. You cannot. So I think that it's not even asking the president to exercise his power as the father of the country. No, but let the president ensure that justice is given and that justice is done and done perfectly well. Let us have a judiciary that operates on its own, that works independent of whoever is in power. Look at what is playing out between ordinary, what's her name now? Ned Woko and Regina Daniel. Is it not so shameful? Is it not shameful
That is
that
family business, sir.
a man as high as Ned
Family
Woko,
business to intimidation.
a senator, is intimidating a small girl that he went and forced into marriage?
He forced her. You cannot be sure he forced her, sir.
Well, whatever it is, that is also child abuse in the real sense of it.
But she was not she was an adult at the time she married. And she married
What I'm coming at is
that, sir.
the issue between Ned and Woko is a replica of what is happening in the larger society. And that is why we keep saying, pray that Nigeria never happens to you. Because if Nigeria happens to you, you will understand that kaki no be leather. So for me, I think that this trial of Nnamdi Kanu should be something that everybody should be proud. You know, initially they were asking if they should televise it. The judge said no. But you see,
everybody go see with their two naked eyes.
Exactly, so that people will know what the nitty-gritties are. But it's unfortunate that, you know, gradually, you see, things are beginning to get worse in this country because we're moving from religion to tribalism, and it's becoming too obvious on a daily basis. Yes, it's becoming too obvious.
So religion day inside, tribalism day inside, all of them they play together.
It's becoming too obvious. And that is why the country is not moving forward. You don't see people no longer tell you, I'm in Nigeria. People tell you, I'm an Igbo guy. I'm a Yoruba Nimio. It is to show you the level at which we have gone down. Ordinarily, we should be able to say, where are you from? Oh, I'm a Nigerian, proudly. But now people look at they look at who they're talking to know the body language of the person, and they'll now tell you where they are from before they tell you their country. And it is really, really sad. It is painful. I mean, the things I've heard in the last 1 week from people who are not Nigerians about Nigeria, I'm ashamed. Yes, they tell you how your leaders come abroad and spend money. They don't use their cars, they carry cash. They spend money anyhow, they do whatever they want to do. And then the people now look at the people that they're coming out of, and they see poverty. And then your leaders come, you know, come begging for money. They say, oh, we want to eradicate poverty. We want to do something on maternal health. We want to do something on education. And then they get organizations abroad to donate to them, and they thief the money.
All right, so very quickly, while we're on this, let me quickly explain based on waiting I get here. Symphony Television explain the real reason waiting caused Nnamdi Kanu outburst today in court. In this recording, it's an audio recording.
The resumption of today's proceeding at the Federal High Courts, the matter involving Mazika Nnamdi Kanu versus the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the matter came up before Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court in Abuja. At the resumption of proceedings, the prosecuting counsel, Adeboyega Awomolo SAN, informed the court that the matter is for the defendant to enter his defense. The defendant, who is also representing himself, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, however, informed the court that he has a motion to file, that he has not been allowed to file that motion for the past 3 days. The judge asked why. The DSS officers mentioned that there are protocols and procedures that upon which his movement is set. They explained that his consultants, that his legal consultants, would have to write to them to request that, he wants to file a motion, so he'll be allowed to leave the facility. The judge then granted a leave that the proceedings be stood down for 1 hour and then asked the court registrar to come into the courtroom to help him file that motion. And that was done. And upon resumption of the trial today, of proceedings, Awomolo SAN, who is the prosecuting counsel, said he would not respond to the motion filed by Kanu, but he would, however, rely on the exhibits attached to that motion, which is a part of the entire court proceedings, which was recorded in the record of the courts. The judge then acknowledged the motion, which was dated 6th and filed 7th, and also a previous motion dated 29th and filed on the 30th of October. He said he has acknowledged this, but he will still stand on his initial order that no preliminary objections, motions would be treated except until judgment. Now, the content of the motion that was filed today by Kanu states the following. 1, that his initial not guilty plea be expunged from the court records on the grounds that it was deceptively obtained. It was deceptively obtained, and it contravenes Section 36 of the 1999 Constitution as amended. He also prayed that the court set aside all court orders and proceedings so far on the grounds that it took off on an erroneous foot, having claimed that his not guilty plea was gotten out of deception. Then he asked that the court grant him freedom, immediate freedom. The judge then further pleaded with him to please enter his defense. But he, however, insisted that he cannot enter his defense until he is told under what law he is being tried. The judge, on that note, gave his order that he has given him enough grace, which elapsed today. But if he enters his defense today, he would extend his grace time so he can close his defense. But if he insists on not entering his defense today, he would deem it that the defendant, Nnamdi Kanu, has the resumption of today's proceeding. This outburst was after the judge gave his made a decision that, okay, since you have refused to enter your defense, and today is the last day of grace that I gave you, I deem it now that you have waived your rights to defense. I set 20th of November as the date for judgment, and also said that both the prosecution and the defense should not write a final address, that he's waiving their final address. They should not write it. That was when Kanu now got angry. That why would he say he should not write his final address? That they must tell him under what law he's being tried, so that he can be able to defend himself and all of.
Prince Francis Chilaka, you don't hear that explanation.
No, but I mean, it's nothing new. Let's be very honest with ourselves. Let's from the way the judge is talking, also you notice that it's more like this whole thing had been pre-planned, and it's very risky. It is risky for our judiciary. It is risky for our security architecture. It is risky for us as a people and a nation. It is very, very risky. It shows that we are doing things, depending on who is on trial. Because now the judge has also said he is not going to take any closing address from anyone. So already he has made up his mind. He has made up his mind. So for me, I like I keep telling people, I try so hard not to sound tribalistic, but I'll tell you, this trial of Nnamdi Kanu is nothing but the trial of the Igbo man. That is what it is.
Just like what Obi Agwosha said.
The Igbo man is on trial. The Igbo race is on trial. But unfortunately, we have some Igbo people who do not see that, because they are beneficiaries of the largesse of every government in power. And until we change this narrative where winner takes it, where elections are rigged, where people have no say, where people are intimidated, where you come from, the language you speak, dictates what you get from a federating unit. We'll keep going round and round in circles.
Sad. But yeah, that's the drama that played out today. So the courts don't set aside November 20th for ruling. November 20th is just a couple of days ahead. That will be next week Thursday, not next week Thursday, upper Thursday after next week. And we look forward to see what the judgments could be like, just like you talk. Remember, he had also petitioned Donald Trump over this in trial. We'll never get any reaction or response from it. But hey, that's the drama that played out today in court. But let's get straight to President Bola Tinubu. As President Bola Tinubu don't declare, say, Nigeria will not be intimidated despite rising international concerns over alleged Christian genocide in the country. Now, the president made the remarks in a statement posted on his verified account on today, Friday, days after United States President Donald Trump threatened potential military action over alleged attacks on Christians in Nigeria. Now, Tinubu stated that Nigeria would continue to assert itself on the global stage with calm, clarity, and a strong sense of purpose. Now, security crisis. The president maintained that terrorism is a challenge, but assured citizens that the government to overcome it. He said, we are indeed faced with terrorism, a challenge Nigeria has faced for almost 2 decades, and we will not back down. We will decisively defeat terrorism and claim victory in this battle. Security is non-negotiable, and we will never compromise on this principle. We will with unwavering courage and steadfast commitment to the rule of law, we will prevail, he said. So he said, yeah, so Nigerians, when they talk, say, okay, make I take a reaction. Make I not even talk with Nigerians.
Well, your president has been gingered by your Senate president when talk say, who am I to respond to Donald Trump? But it shows you the mediocrity in governance. It shows you the mediocrity in the kind of leaders we have in the country. In the real sense, your president is talking about insecurity. He's talking about terrorism. But you see, there's something he's not coming out to tell Nigerians. He has not told Nigerians what they went to do in America in 2014.
All things are passed away now, sir.
No. You see, this whole thing about the killing of Christians, the genocide we're talking about, it just didn't start with now. This was, don't forget, in 2014, him and some other APC members, they went, including the late Buhari, they went to US to complain about the genocide that the Christians have been killed.
Exactly.
You understand?
Specific,
your former minister for information, what's his name? Lailai Mohammed, had his own barrage of things to say. Femi Fani-Kayode had his own. Ren Omokre had his own. But at the end of the day, suddenly they have forgotten. They have lost the sense of reasoning. They no longer remember. Their memory has been dashed to the dots. Their memory has been dashed to the dots. So what they are reaping now did not start today. It's something they, as an opposition, started. Now, when President Bola Tinubu took over in 2023, I had expected, and I still say it till tomorrow, I had expected that in the first 6 months of his tenure, everybody that was living in IDP camp should have been sent back to their ancestral homes. Who are those occupying those ancestral homes? So these are questions that we need to answer. Who are occupying those ancestral homes? So if you're saying that insecurity is what you want to curb, is what you're working towards curbing, what steps have you taken? People were slaughtered in Yelawata. Your president could not even get to where the thing happened. But I don't blame those who are our leaders. I blame the people. Like I keep saying, Precious, Nigeria has everything that shows that it's a failed country. The
Ew.
only thing that has kept Nigeria going is the resilience of the people. Other than that, Nigeria is gone. Nigeria is failed. And the way Nigeria is today, you expect people to come and invest in that country? While we're talking about insecurity, talking about Donald Trump, your president is gone asking for loan.
And
So it is the loan that is their own primary objective. There are issues that people have raised. The issue of how much has been given to the federal government to fight insecurity.
oh, the
The
US
issue
raised
of,
that issue. The US say they don't spend money for our head for
wait,
insecurity, and that they see that it's not working.
the issue of weapons that the American government has given,
Hmm.
the issue of the Tucano jets, fleet that have been given, where are they? The money that was allocated for them to build camps, police camps in most of these villages, where are the camps? You just have a system where nobody answers to anybody. Nobody's held accountable. Nobody. And that is why suddenly, because international pressure is being mounted, they now remember that they are patriotic. They now remember that Nigerians should talk of Nigeria first. But the same Nigerians that are busy talking Nigeria first, most of them don't have roads, access roads to their villages. Most of them don't have electricity. Most of them don't have pipe-borne water. Most of them don't have medical care. And you have leaders who are living large off the wealth of the people. And then when you talk about the mineral resources, you talk about the petroleum, where is it? Why are Nigerians not benefiting from it?
All
Why
right,
are
sir.
Nigerians not benefiting from it?
All right, sir. So just going back to Nnamdi Kanu's case very briefly, I forgot that. Do you think that the prosecution of Nnamdi Kanu could bring about unrest in the southeast? Because that's actually the stand of HURIWA, that is Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria. Do you believe that? Because they are cautioning President Bola Tinubu that
No, let me.
yes, sir.
I'll say this, that I've written some articles before now, and I said that the failure of leadership in the southeast is the reason why you have the agitation for Biafra. And I had said earlier that the best way would have been to hold the governors, present and past, accountable for the resources that has been entering the various states in the southeast. I've also said that you don't need to have an airport in Imo, have an airport in Port Harcourt, have an airport in Ebonyi, have an airport in Anambra. When you can run a train network, that would have been the best thing. So, in as much as we're looking at Nnamdi Kanu, let us look at those who have ruled the southeast. They are the most wicked set of human beings. Look at Abia. For 24 years, Abia was like a refuse dump. 24 years, you had 3 governors passed through it. Now you have a governor in Abia State that is working, and you have one other person who calls himself a member of the House of Rep, who doesn't even understand what good governance and democracy is all about, telling you that I cannot be number 6 and my state is being. Your state is, when your state was in ruin, what did you do? So the problem in the southeast is that the average Igbo man still feels defeated. He still feels the pain of the Biafra war. We have not gotten out of it. And so those who have been able to amass wealth now see it as an opportunity to continue to oppress those who have not amassed any wealth.
Okay, so going back to this Trump threat and what President Bola Tinubu said, somebody just tweeted something that caught my attention. If Nigerians have noticed that the United Kingdom, UK, don't be silence all along because of over this thing. So one would have expected, say, as people we colonize us and people we our government be closest to, then go don't talk, they go don't react to all of this drama, especially considering, say, this insecurity now, we still don't the battle for a long time. Why do you think the UK has been quiet?
See, Precious, when
Sir?
you think that those who are benefiting from the resources of Nigeria would come out to do anything, they will not. China is talking because of what they're benefiting, because they're the ones moving your mineral resources.
Mm-hmm.
Have you not noticed that even France is not talking? It's not only Britain. France is not talking because they know that there's this aura of evil and aura of bad governance. They know. They're just pretending. And we all know that things are not working. You were in Nigeria in 2013, 2014, when your president, Bola Tinubu, with all the GOs, were organizing different protests. And they were talking about what? That Jonathan was not a good leader. But when they were saying this about Jonathan, petrol was going for 89 naira. I mean, 89 kobabi or 89 naira. A bag of rice at that time was about 6,000, 5,000. And yet they demonized the man. They even carried his coffin. But yet, petrol is 1,000 plus now. Where are those daddy GOs? Suddenly they have all lost Christianity. Suddenly they don't even understand what it means to preach Christ anymore. So, I don't know what you expect the British government to do. Are you expecting them to tell America to keep quiet? Is that what you expect them to do? Because this morning I heard news that I'm trying to get the full extent of the news that there was an international ratification that says that any country that complains of genocide, especially Christian genocide, that America has the power to enter. Yes. They said they've given them that power. And it is that power that Donald Trump wants to exercise. And then we should ask ourselves, who were the first people to talk about genocide in Nigeria? But then they're for power now. So you see how it works? They say, come on a beach. This guy come here. They come and look back, look any side. He just they come, pam, 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 pam.
All right. So moving forward with the conversation, President Bola Tinubu has rallied international support and against what's going on. So President Tinubu today said government was engaging with the world diplomatically, following remarks by the U.S. president who threatened military action in Nigeria. Of course, this was the coalition over the alleged mass killing of Christians. Now, this was a coalition of northern elders that rejected calls by some U.S. right-wing lawmakers to ban Sharia law in the country. So those lawmakers that say they no go agree at all, those northern leaders rather say they no go agree at all. Now, speaking at the Federal Executive Council meeting shortly after swearing in two new ministers, Dr. Bernard Duru and Dr. Kingsley Udesan, Tinubu urged Nigerians not to succumb to despair, promising that the government will defeat every form of terrorism and secure every part of the country. In fact, quoting him, he said, "We assure you all that we will defeat terrorism in this country." Tinubu said this yesterday, Thursday, during the Federal Executive Council meeting at the Chambers of Abuja. Tinubu stated that Nigeria remains on a steady growth trajectory. So we grow well, and our growth now up we go. Now up we go up. Now with more promise of stability and prosperity as economic reforms continue to yield results. Meanwhile, the tax team starts this November and gain national and international acceptance, according to him. So, on the current state of the economy and the relationship between Nigeria and Donald Trump, or the United States President Tinubu, assured that the most important thing is the fact that, despite the political headwinds, as he called it, and fear of our people, we will continue to engage with partners. And so you talk. He said a lot. He said the success of the $2.3 billion Euro bond that was oversubscribed by 400% is the most assuring. So no worry, everything we don't do will work well. But then again, just to quickly remind you, Nigerian northern elites, they against the ban on Sharia law because the US lawmakers don't vehemently complain about the implementation of Sharia law in a secular state. State. Why do we have to implement Sharia law? That's the question. But our people they talk saying no, say it protects their religion. So nothing will ever stop them. And moreover, it's now in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So nothing will stop them from implementing Sharia law. Let me take your opinion, sir.
When you talk about Sharia law in Nigeria, we need to advise ourselves. We need to be honest with ourselves, and we need to be sincere with ourselves. We need to ask those who talked about Sharia law, what were they thinking about? They just wanted to hold people in the north down. And that is why you don't see development in the north in terms of education, in terms of awareness. The leaders in the north are using that Sharia law to hold the people down. That is on one side. On the other side, you ask yourself, Nigeria is a secular state, and yet you have Sharia and Islam mentioned in your constitution. I bet, tell me how many times they mention Jesus and the Bible for the constitution.
None, actually.
So what makes it a secular state? What makes it a secular state? When your constitution is tilted to one religion, does it make it a secular state? And then when you talk, they tell you, no, the constitution, the unity of Nigeria is non-negotiable. It is very negotiable. It is very negotiable. That document should be shredded. If we want to have a country that is going to work, that people will ascribe to, then we need to have a change of mindset. We need to decide. Is it? We're just unfortunately pretending to ourselves that all is well when all is not well. Because we need to look ourselves in the face, eyeball to eyeball, and say, are we ready to live together as one? The culture and tradition of the Igbo man, does he agree with the culture and tradition of the Yoruba man? Does he agree with the culture and tradition of the Hausa man? Where is the meeting point? In terms of culture and tradition, there's no meeting point. In terms of religion, there's no meeting point. So what are we talking about? So let our leaders, those who call themselves leaders, I call them rulers, let them stop trying to force the people to accept a system that is not working. When people talk about President Bola Tinubu before he became a president, they call him a reformer. They call him a man that is going to come and change the country. But is that what we are getting today, Precious? Is that what we are getting? Before now, we said, okay, since what we are practicing is not working, let us do through federalism. Mba. Let us go back to regional government. Mba. But the only government they want is the one that allows those involved to embezzle the resources of the country. And then you call it democracy. Now ask, what kind of democracy are we really practicing? Are we really practicing democracy in Nigeria? Because it doesn't look like that.
All right, sir. So make I quickly bring you, concerning this Trump issue, make I quickly bring you up to speed with some things that may happen around them. First off, make we go visit the streets of Nigeria where people they protest about Trump today. America, leave us alone. Yeah. All right, so that's it there. You have it there. So now you see some Twitter people don't they respond, and somebody what's his name again? Daniel Rega posted this and said, "Notice how the Nigerian police, they not talk anything. They guide them. They do their protest in peace. If it was a protest against anything about government at all, it would be hands on decks. That's what you talk and hands on deck. What do you think about this reaction, with this mindset where Nigerians don't get see any protest?
It is not a mindset of Nigerians. It's a mindset of poverty. The government of Nigeria has imposed poverty on the people, and it is that poverty that they are taking advantage of.
How poverty is consigned them clamping down on protesters?
Impressions. A country where you cannot eat 3 square meal a day, a country where people cannot afford to pay their children's school fees, a country where people cannot be gainfully employed. You now find the citizens of that country waiting for the leftover from the political class. So some of those people you see there, maybe they've given them 5,000, 10,000. You know how this thing works. You saw it when Natasha and the Senate president had an issue. You saw the women who came out to protest, and they were saying they don't even know who they are protesting about or what they are protesting. They just gave them placard and gave them money. But in every society, you will have people who would mortgage their conscience. You'd have people who would even sell their family ancestral home. So it is that bad. It is not the mindset of the Nigerian people. It is the mindset of those who have allowed poverty to hold them down.
So not only
poverty of the mind, but poverty of the stomach.
So now poverty, now they make police to harass people where be say they go for protest against government. Now
you see, the thing is that the Nigerian police have failed in their constitutional duty. The duty of the Nigerian police is to protect the people. That is because the police is kitted with the taxpayers' money. But unfortunately, the political class have also hijacked the police. So that is why when you have an issue with a politician, all he needs to do is call the police to come and carry you, and the police will not question. You saw an honorable member last year telling an Uber driver, "I will make you disappear. Do you know who I am?" You are living in a country where everybody who has small money is very important. You see, I'll tell you something. It's only in Nigeria that you will see a minister going to a restaurant, or the daughter of a minister, they will chase everybody out of the restaurant. But when they come abroad, do they do that? They see them jumping train. They will go and queue up to buy train ticket. Not that they will send somebody to buy for them. They will go and queue up to buy train ticket. They will queue up to buy bus ticket to enter bus. But when they come to Nigeria, they become demigods. So it is that small money that they are dashing to the people that is making the people behave as if they have lost their brains.
All right.
And that's just it. That's just it. We must have a society where people can survive by hard work.
All right, so make a quickly, please, still concerning this issue, make a quickly give you the take care. A little drama what happened before the floor of the House between the Senate President and the Deputy Speaker, the Deputy Senate President, as they won't address Trump issue. Make I just play unto you, make you see.
In this case, I did not say my mind.
I'm coming. Don't be scared. I can see.
I said
I'm not scared of Trump.
How can the Senate President or a country be scared?
I'm a Nigerian. Nigeria is a sovereign nation. I'm a parliamentarian. I'm a Deputy Senate President. I can speak on behalf of Nigeria. I'm not scared of Trump.
But do not allow others to speak for you.
Don't be scared of Trump.
Get
you
something.
can say your mind about Trump.
Get something.
We're a sovereign nation.
But get something. Don't allow people to ascribe what you did not say to you.
You did wrong, but you didn't say it. That's correct. You didn't say it.
Yes.
But what
I'm saying is that
you shouldn't be scared of saying anything.
No. If you want me to say it now, I will say. I will say. Should I say?
We're not scared of Trump.
I will say. But then listen.
We're a sovereign nation. We're not scared of Trump.
I can only say what is discussed.
And he's saying lies about our country. What he's saying about our country is not correct. And we have the right to dispute what he said.
Clark, please delete what the Deputy Senate President has said. He spoke out of tune. Olamilekan, don't encourage the Senate President or the Deputy Senate President to breach our rules. That's not the issue in discussion. Bring the section of the act. No, I said I'm talking about social media. So Senator Karimi, don't plead with him. Let him continue to talk. Social media nobody should sit at home, and one day they may even say that Olamilekan killed.
So I just thought to let you in on that little drama, and then the Deputy Senate President Barawa himself also spoke today. Like, sir,
hold on. See, when you read in between the line of what is happening, you will understand where your leaders place the people. The leaders in Nigeria don't have respect for the Nigerian people. They don't actually have any regards for the Nigerian people. And that's the truth. Good. Nigeria is a sovereign country. I know it's a sovereign country, but you, as the Deputy Senate President, what have you done to ensure the sovereignty of your country? What steps have you taken to protect your own citizens? These are questions that they are failing to answer. So it's not about everybody making noise. Nigeria is a sovereign country. Yes, we know it's a sovereign country. But how are you feeding the people? How happy are the Nigerian people that you are saying that is a sovereign nation? How happy are they? Is it the same people when carry protests, they say that they protest against Donald Trump? Go behind tomorrow and talk to them. They will hunger, they catch them. They are the same people who come on social media asking people to touch them, to give away for them. After all, when the bandits and the terrorists, they are doing a giveaway on TikTok, not be Nigerians they collect the money.
Ew.
Not be national spirit, but Nigerians. So you find a country where there's so much hunger, so much poverty, and the leaders are living large. So they don't care. Even as they're living large, how many of them they go their state now? How many of them? How many of these senators they go their state?
All right, sir. So you know, so you don't get plenty time because you're on transit as you talk. So make a quickly rush up the conversation. Now, there's been a lot that's been raised about a man identified as English Alaji has appeared in a video that he shared on Twitter, raising an alarm, say terrorists don't enter a particular village for inside Plateau State. He said, Nigerians, the information I have with me right now is that bandits have been sighted in Tehiegill, just south local government, just south of Plateau State. They are there right now. So you talk. In fact, there's a video showing it, but please permit me not to show that video. The speaker, visibly alarmed, appealed to residents to remain indoors and called on the military, police, and air force to respond swiftly to this threat. He talk a lot. Now, people they talk, say government no go act now. Tomorrow now go here, say 2,000 died. Sorry, 200 died, 20 died, 10 died. And we go say we go bring them to book. In fact, this administration will only bring to book too much again. But in the same light, let me quickly run through what Dele Farotimi wrote, and I think it's very important to highlight what he said. Now, human rights lawyer and activist Dele Farotimi has once again condemned the state of Nigeria's democracy, saying citizens now defend a system that has completely failed to protect them. In a post shared on his X handle, aka Twitter, the activist expressed outrage over what he described as the hypocrisy of Nigerians who continue to justify the outcome of the 2023 presidential election despite glaring irregularities. Now, he said the president of a sovereign country occupies his office on the back of this kind of election results. And the citizens, show picture, I will show you the picture, and the citizens of the now disgraced country are to defend this as its democracy, even though said country has proven itself incapable and unwilling to protect them or to allow them to be citizens. That's what you're right. Farotimi is supposed to.
Precious, hold on. You see, when you say citizens, who are the citizens?
Oh.
Who are the citizens? Precious.
Citizens, sir.
Who are the citizens? You saw what happened when this government came to power, when people protested
Now, here's the
hunger.
image of cancellation of results. This is not the image.
When people came out en masse to protest against hunger and bad governance, what happened? The government came after them. And before you said Jack Robinson, you had another group of people who were protesting against the protesters. So it's not about the citizens. When people say the citizens, I ask, who are the citizens? This whole thing that is happening in Nigeria is not about the citizens. It's just about the ruling class holding everybody to ransom. You showed a video where people were protesting today. How many policemen did you see harass them? Precious, tomorrow now, come out, let's go and say, Precious, if you want to go and protest, you will see they will not give you tear gas overdose. But that's the truth. You saw a governor in Anambra State telling the local government that if you deliver your local government, I will reward you. In 21st century, and you think it is funny, you think it is okay? If the ordinary person talk him now, they go don't carry him. So obviously, the flaw that led to the emergence of 2023 election has not been addressed. We're talking about electoral reforms. Your National Assembly is keeping quiet. They don't even want to talk about it because they are all beneficiaries of the failed system. They're not talking about it. So these are issues that when you say the people, you ask yourself, who are the people? Who are the people?
All right, sir.
It is now suddenly that I'm also realizing that, some people in the north now claim that that they are being killed by the herdsmen. Now it is now that I'm beginning to know that there is a big divide in the north. But then I ask, who are all the emirs in the north? Which of them is an Hausa man? Mention one. So if the Hausas are more in number and yet they cannot become emirs, so what kind of government are we practicing?
All right, sir. Okay, so make I quickly take the reaction. Having taken what the referred to me said, make I quickly take the reaction of your Deputy Senate President today concerning Donald Trump matter, because he ensured he spoke about it.
For the President of the United States to come in to say, oh, you are doing this and we are going to attack you, and our country, Nigeria is a disgraced country, this is quite unacceptable. Quite unacceptable. We feel that you should understand and then retract that statement and apologize to Nigeria. That's my belief. It's against international law. Whatever you feel about our country, follow the legal route. Go to the United Nations. Go and get a resolution there, and then anything can come later. So, but to go through that route, I feel is quite unacceptable. It's un-American. I don't believe, because I simply can't believe that kind of statement will come from the President of the United States of America. I feel it's quite not proper. So we are not scared to say the truth. We are not scared of Trump. We tell him the truth. If he was here, I would tell him you've gone against international law, and the route you're taking is not the best route, to take.
Thank you, sir. Another round of applause.
All right, you don't hear the one.
Well, you know the thing is, when the kitchen gets hotter now, it is people like him that will first of all run from this country. That is when you will now know that he has a Saudi Arabia visa, he has a Iraqi visa, he has enough money that he has packed away that he can run away with. That's why people like that can talk. But like I keep asking, it's good. Yes, you are free to tell Donald Trump that what he's saying about Nigeria is unacceptable. But what have you done all these years, all these months? What have you done to protect the Nigerian people? What have you done? So if you have done something and we can see what you have done, then we will now know what have they done.
All right,
This
sir.
is a government that continued with rehabilitation and integration of Boko Haram and terrorist people. And so what have they done? What have this government done to take back Nigerians who are living in IDP camps? Is life is very easy for a man who is not in the football field to tell the player, okay, if you play him like this, you go score and you go do. But when you ask him to enter that field, he will not be able to perform.
Easy to run from one end of the pitch to the other. Did they try?
No. It's
Did
your
they
mouth
try
can run.
and
See, your mouth can run. Your typing can run. But when it comes to practicality, you
to
cannot.
run from that is when I realized that the pitch is actually very big. To run from
So
one end to the other, say they pursue ball. Did I
that
play football? I
is what
respected
is happening
footballers.
with Nigerian leadership. Their own is that they can sit down and talk, and that is why Nigeria has so many laws that even the citizens don't know whether they don't know that those laws exist. They don't know because they don't spend time to educate the people. They don't want the people to be educated.
All right, sir.
Things have been going on. People have been crying. People have been crying. People have been dying. What have they done? Let them tell us what they have done to curb this menace. Then we'll be able to support them.
All right, so make we work inside other matter very, very quickly. First, our first stop now to get to do with Shawari and his declaration of being wanted. The Lagos CPC they say India wanted, say they see they find them, and then some people talk say they see him for one radio station, and they be like say they see the CP for that hotel for that radio station. Say they not there together for one place. Some people even show the video of him in Lagos, in the streets of Lagos. Some people say no, be Shawari, make I even look what I go see that video. They say they see him for the streets of Lagos. Not be sure be this or streets of Lagos. They say they find him. Where he did with them, I cannot waste my time playing that video. So what do you make of this whole
Precious,
sir?
you remember when DSS said they were looking for Yaya Bello? I've been at EFCC, I've been at EFCC.
Yes, sir.
When they said they were looking for Yaya Bello,
yes, sir.
Yaya Bello will appear. They will close their eyes, they didn't see him. When he has gone, they will now say he's wanted. For me, whatever is playing out between Shawari and the Nigerian police is a mockery, is laughable. And I'll say it, if the police wants to arrest Shawari, they know where to get him. They know how to get him. Okay. But they're not ready. They're not serious. They're just playing to the gallery. It's just politics.
Okay, sir. All right.
It's just politics. That's what it is.
So that aside, in Abia State, we hear that the Abia State government has announced a 1,150% increase in the monthly allowance of National Youth Corps, Youth Service Corps members serving in Abia State. So the state governor just raises the allowance from 4,000 to between 20,000 and 50,000. Now, the chief press secretary to the governor, Njoku Ukoha, disclosed this in a statement. So he stated that the new structure introduced a 20,000 base allowance for roll call members serving in the state. He explained that those posted in the state government establishment will receive an additional 10,000 monthly, making their allowance 30,000 naira. That is aside from the normal amount in government they give them.
Precious, if you ask me, I think what they are doing is indirectly balkanizing the NYSC.
How do you mean, sir?
That's what they're doing. NYSC is the National Youth Service Corps. You should have a standard.
No. So there's a standard from the Youth Service Corps. This one are waiting people waiting.
Let me finish, Precious. Let me finish. It is because we do not have a government that is focused. Ordinarily, if the government needs to increase whatever the earnings of NYSC is, it should come from the federal government.
No, now, sir, you're getting I'm sorry.
I am coming. You listen.
Okay, sir.
It should come from the federal government. Now, where you are posted to do your primary assignment is a different ball game. And if you're posted to work under government, it is at the federal level that allowance should come. Because what is playing us, you see, why I'm against it is because it is also been political. Because the governor today may decide to say, in Abia State, I will pay 50,000. A new governor will come in tomorrow and say, we do not have the resources to pay 50,000. I will pay 30,000. Is it sustainable? Let us do something that is sustainable. Let us not do something out of pity or out of I want to be in the face of the people. No. Let us do something that is sustainable. That is my own position. If we're saying that every NYSC that is working in a private company should earn 50,000, let it be standard. If you're saying that every NYSC that is posted to government, state government should earn 50,000, let it be standard across the entire country. That's what I'm saying.
No. So the point I am making here is that the amount that NYC is paying NYC student members are different. That amount is statutory and it's different.
I am not, we're saying the same thing in a different way. I'm saying that.
But this one is an additional that the state government is giving them for being posted to Abia
State. I am saying that if the federal government says that for every NYSC, they want to pay 50,000, standard. Every state government want to pay 30,000, let it be standard. Not even state government will pay 50,000 today. Abia will pay 100,000.
They are still receiving their original allowance from government now. They are still receiving the original amount they're supposed to take from NYC. That one is still there. Nobody
We're not talking about that. No, you're not getting what I'm saying. I say I understand that the federal government pays them something. I'm also saying that let us have a standard.
Okay, for every other one across the state.
Yes.
Right. Okay, sir. All right, sir. So moving on, the government, as it gets to do with Anambra polls, we hear that there's been heavy security deployed in Anambra as observers urge EFCC to check vote buying. What we expect for Anambra State this Saturday as the election they take place. People tension they high, people they worried. They don't they deploy personnel to go to the states to monitor thousands of personnel, so hundreds of thousands of personnel already the state from NCDC to police to other officers. Then don't they the state they wait and people don't they talk so they make sure say then curb vote buying, they make sure say there is no vote buying, and a lot of people don't tell Amokwito, the new INEC chairman, say this is a test to know whether Ingo fit handle waiting the come for 2027 or not. Make I take your input. Right, where people be the drag the INEC chairman today, say he been sign a petition, he been write a petition for 2018, a petition that's explaining say Christians from Nigeria they persecuted, but that's a different matter altogether.
See whether there's buying of vote or there's no buying of vote, the EFCC, the DSS, they will not arrest anybody. Anambra people should open their eyes. I will ask them one question. Now don't see Japan. Now don't see China. They should take a cue from Abia State. That's all I can say.
All right, sir. All right, sir. All right, Nigerians, phone lines are open. Let's begin to take your thoughts and reactions on the conversations we've had tonight. Make we'll begin see as the matter then take do on for body. I will post the link right away so that you all can, for those who have questions for Prince Francis just before he runs, because I see that he's itching to run away from us. So before he runs away, why are you smiling, sir? You know you're running away. So before he runs away from us, let's quickly jumping and asking him any question that we can. So that I'm not going to ask me a question where I'm not going to answer tomorrow and I can't see precious. I wanted to ask Chilak at this one time don't reach. The WhatsApp number to call is 0817-029-4077. That's a WhatsApp number to call. 0817-029-4077. Then the link to join the conversation straight into the studio here is already posted in the comment section and it's pinned right now in the comment section. So kindly follow that link. It will bring you straight to the studio to join the conversation. But the WhatsApp number to call is 0817-029-4077. 0817-029-4077. I promised to be quick with today's show so that Oga Prince Chilaka will continue enjoying Waka. What they do. Good evening and welcome. I think I've got someone behind. Good evening. See you, why Danjuma? I can't hear you. You're muted.
Good evening. Sorry. Good evening, Prince Chilaka. Good evening, Precious. You're looking
My
sweet
brother,
this
how now?
evening.
Thank you, sir.
I hear say Precious and yourself they run away because of the gun blazing where they come, where they are with.
No, me, I not wrong anywhere. Oh. I did Gidigba. I did Kankwe. I don't go nowhere. Gone
We know
blazing. The
nobody runs
sweet,
anywhere.
the sweet and swift, the sweet and swift gone blazing. I did here. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. Okay. I just
The
wanted to.
vicious, sweet and swift.
Yeah, okay. So, Precious, I want to ask you. You know,
Okay,
give
sir.
us news when the guns go begin rain. Be Prince Chalaka. You know when.
I asked when they beg, may the God no come on, they beg, may they no come and You know, there was a meeting today between President Bola Tinubu and Sultan of Sokoto. I know I said that. So make I even take and President Tinubu met with the Sultan of Sokoto today at the State House. The closed door meeting. It was closed door. No, they don't talk about. It came just a few days after the president met Bishop Ignatius
Precious, I
Ayis
go join you later.
of Archbishop. All right, sir. So the president, thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I see you have to run. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right. So yes, the president met Sultan of Sokoto today. Now, considering all this accusation from the United States and this meeting with Sultan of Sokoto, what do you gonna think?
Well, you know, I think you want mention say Bishop Ignatius
Yes, yes,
Anebe,
yes.
the
He met him too.
Catholic bishop for Benue for
Yes,
Makodi Diocese.
yes. Makodi Diocese. Yes, sir.
Now I be the one who carry the
No,
thing for her,
no,
go report.
no,
So,
no, no. This one, Ignatius Ayao Kaigama, the Archbishop of Abuja. Now he meets.
okay, okay, sorry. I think say
Mhm.
the one we go, we come here,
Yes,
come report. All of them they
yes.
peace for cloth. They peace for cloth. The information where I hear be say Baba T be won't come make you come here. They say no, you won't go South Africa, make
South
you go
Africa,
meet.
they say Trump saying they come South Africa, sef, so no know.
So you don't try where you go, where you go Dobale say Joe, make you no vex, make you forgive me. But no way. So they use back channels now to they see how they go lobby and how they go beg. But
So
meanwhile,
is this about
they,
lobbying when the attacks are still going on? To say the attacks don't even mellow down, they
it's
will still
going
be
on.
okay. It's still going
Meanwhile,
on.
they are
Mm.
grandstanding here, they bone face. But I think that there should be elders if they are not already working. I think there are elders who don't they tell them, say, listen, no, don't go and think, say, you go stay here. They talk, say, you can't do anything. Who are you? Well, Nigeria is a sovereign nation. The man is not joking.
So it's not just like what Prince Chilaka said. I hear that there's an international treaty or whatever it is that gives the United States the right to come in to any Christian community or any Christian state that is facing terrorism,
Yes,
especially terrorism attacks against Christians.
I,
So they
I
can
heard
do that.
I,
So and
I
then
heard
one
it.
thing you should also know for sure is that the US would not just take that action without any backing. I mean, who you be? But go ahead. Let me let you finish your thought.
I heard it from former Senator Garba. You know, I think the one that was shown recently in one of the television. I think it was a trust, one of the television stations where they asked.
Okay, yes, Adamu Garba. Yes, I think he said that.
Yes, yes.
Thank
So
you,
he
sir.
was the one that mentioned it, and so it's well known. But what are we denying? There's no what they deny. Tinubu made a statement in January 29th, 2014 saying clearly, in fact, I posted this thing, saying clearly, making the following statement. This is his quote: "The slaughtering of Christians, of Christian
Yes,
worshippers, is
yes,
strongly condemnable.
I
It
know. I know.
calls to question the competence of Jonathan to protect Nigerians." And there's a video also that I saw where Lai Mohammed
Lai
actually
Mohammed said
used the
same.
word,
In fact,
yes, targeted.
say that they do the thing, attack Christians to cause religious war for
Yes,
Nigeria.
and he used the word that Christians are targeted. So what are we denying? And many other people don't speak. What are we talking about?
So
What kind of
I
country is
want
that?
to ask a question on no vex so because when you do like this, you go to think about some things and you go just wonder. Now, with all these evidences abound, I mean, we heard Barrister Franca told the other day, and the things he said, the way he said that the US gathers their intelligence and have been able that they know have first-hand information. Even what Truth Nigeria said, you hear what in Truth Nigeria talk, how they send
Yes.
people, send people go, so they know they get first-hand experience. Not be say that them say
Yes.
they go those villages, then get. And then with these things, we be say all our leaders like Lai Mohammed, Tinubu, and the rest of the people that will be go for 2014, go talk. I mean, no vex so. Waiting give us the right to the vex, say that they call us disgraced country. If all of these things show say we dey lie. And then which mind, no vex, which mind will be say, how are we going to face the United States now to tell them that okay, so at that time we said Nigeria was battling insecurity and the killing of Christians. It was then, it's no longer now. Which statistics and method will give them to tell them say we'll use fight the terrorism caution will make they exist now again? I don't understand. So the thing I think I'm saying say, okay, if we send delegates now to Dona Oga Trump, what do you want to tell him? What do you want to tell him? What be the statistics you go lay before him?
No, they will listen.
Okay,
he will listen to them. Then when he listen to them, he go tell them, make them sit down, he go play video for them, he go play all those videos for them. Make them from the north, from the east, from the west, from
do you know that there are
Christian
footages
leaders.
they have that even that I'm not sure our government even have access to those footages?
Yes, now this thing didn't start today. It didn't start. Listen, Precious, let me just tell you. Because
Is there another question I want to ask you, but when you finish, because I think they pay me.
you see, the point is there is no need begging this issue. The excuse you say, oh, they are killing Christians. They're killing Muslims. That's their only excuse. They're not getting any other excuse. They're killing.
No, but
And it doesn't
see the
obviate-
excuse where be say with Barrister Ato give when in talk say Uto rather when in talk say why it be say we gave an award to a particular Islamic cleric who guided Christians during such killings. Why it be say they no attack the cleric? Why they not attack the mosque when you use hide Christians? If the attack they targeted at everybody are not Christians alone, how we use different things like that?
Precious,
Sir?
I saw when I was going through some of this things, doing some research. Jonathan went to Borno. Even at the time when security people
uniform
say
said
make him go,
he wear uniform
he
said
wear camouflage, go
I see
there.
him.
Commander in chief as commander in chief.
Yes.
Where you don't see Babati go anywhere, you don't see him wear camouflage. You don't see him go to any of those places to find out, by himself, to say, listen, I won't see this thing where they talk by myself. You don't see him go.
I want to ask one question, no vex. Because this one night they pay me well because the treatment that they give Nigerians for airports them and for some countries, then they pay my body. Now, what's make me ask you this question? No vex. They call us now disgraced country. Now we they establish say waiting if say Nigerian government they present saying that the facts for the killing and the evidences where they get for hand they different. It can't show say we they lie. I bet no vex. Which face? Say one person lie, he get as they. So which face we want as Nigerians or as the leaders of Nigeria to use face Oyibo people to tell them say we were not actually lying. We were trying to say that it's not just Christian. I won't use the talk when it be say all evidences point, majority of the evidence that we get points towards the accusation where the US make to us. So which evidence we get to counter waiting in the talk? Just like you said, they keep saying, oh, it's not just Christians, Muslims are also killed. But these same people, let me talk, say Christians, they killed and they targeted. What changed? Then waiting be the statistics one I get, and waiting be the empirical evidence, I be the scientific method when you solve the problem, we make the thing change. How did it change? So what's in the things we go talk to when they begin ask our leaders those questions and now how they go come they see the whole of Nigerians that now waiting they pay me. So now if innocent Nigerian like me on their side, if I talk one thing and they go they look me, that's how your leaders say this when it is how. So all these things not be part of waiting they breed distrust and stereotyping of Nigerians for other countries.
Make I tell you one incident what happened to me. In fact, my daughter. My daughter was going for a research in Tanzania, along with some of her colleagues for here. you know, that was in our undergraduate this thing. We should go with people from Sunny Brooks. Sunny Brooks now one of the universities for New York here. So she was carrying a Nigerian passport, even though she at that time she was she get residence status. So they applied to get for visa. They give everybody all of Nkoli's visa. They don't give them visa. So the school gone ask the embassy, why didn't you give this girl visa? Do you have any specific reason why you don't give them visa? Is there an offense? Why she's going with her mates, you know, for a research, you know, in Tanzania? So why did you refuse her visa? The only reason is she carry a Nigerian passport.
Not because she's not qualified. Is
Not
that
because she's not
stereotyping?
qualified. So the school can't give this thing ultimatum. They made them give them the visa, or they go apply some channels. We go where they go take deal with with them.
They go give her.
Then they give them sharp.
Hell.
They give them sharp. So not because she is Tanzania. You can see the shame. So we are disgraced people. There's nothing. We are disgraced
I don't like
people.
this one.
Why did they quarrel with this? We are disgraced people. It's quite clear why we are a disgraced people. You know, when I came, when I went out of this place, I was coming back home. I got to the airport, JFK. They say if you get a Canadian passport, stay here. American passport, stay here.
Others.
All the others stay there. I have an American passport, so I stay. In fact, when I came to Nigeria, I carry both passports. So when I stay for citizen side, now so we just pass. And I have some friends they come with Nigeria. We come with the Nigerian passport.
They go wait though.
Before they release them, we're going together. Before they release them, I just shake my head. I say, Nigeria don't.
And it's not just it's across all airports in the world though. Not be just it's across.
Nigeria don't see her.
Crazy. So
or the things where we don't know. So you are a disgraced country now.
Oh, stop it.
It's true. Let us be this is not, we're not making mockery. Our leaders don't spoil Nigeria. They are spoiled it. And now, whether you be a good person, whether they go profile you, once you don't see the green, once you just be Nigeria. Now, apart from that, where you talk about I think what should happen is they should just leave the US to come and do what they want to do. All these things they are coming for mineral resources, rare earth. Is because voted for Kamala, they campaign for Kamala. He gave money to Kamala, or give, which is all lies. Because rare earth has been there. US, they export fuel, crude oil to Nigeria. As of today, crude oil to Dangote. The crude oil where you refuse to sell to your own brother, Dangote, somebody will invest $20 billion. Not all in money, you borrow to make your country better. I would not invest that kind of money in Nigeria. Never. They are frustrating him. If you put them for Benin, we get some of the problems where they get now. So first of all, you are selling to him in crude. You are selling to him in dollar. And it's the policy against the government. You make the policy. They sell to them. If they sell to a Nigerian, where they invest to help you to buy crude oil in dollars in Nigeria. The man now has to go outside to go and be importing crude. And you have crude. And then you conspire, independent marketers, they conspire against him because he's bringing crude down. And are people with their head correct be that? And are people with their head correct be that? Then go to refinery, we don't become a global, brand. They sell jet A fuel to America. They sell to Saudi Arabia. They sell to Europe. A game changer. Save you forex. Create jobs. You want to ruin it. There's something wrong with Nigeria. So to come back to the issue we will talk about, the cartel, the people where they sponsor terrorism, because it's a multi-dollar business, multi-billion-dollar business in Nigeria. So they sell the guns. They sell to they carry military guns, sell to them. They carry money where they give me, they go take, they feed the people, logistics and fighting. General go carry them, chance go carry them. Okay? So they want this thing to be sustained. So if Trump now can't destroy, you don't destroy their multi-billion-dollar business. Nigerians are not looking at it. Oh, it's because of China. Oh, it's geopolitics. There's a fight between China to gain control of the Gulf of Guinea. Because all the Gulfs, if you look at all the Gulfs.
I don't hear that narrative.
Whether not Hormuz, whether not
it's interesting
Aden,
that even Americans are carrying that narrative too. So
yes. So now strategic this thing, because China is influence is becoming dominant in that area, in that region, and economic dominance, and then Russian dominance is also becoming this thing. So that's the only area where US no get dominance, and they don't kick them out for Niger and all that kind of a thing. So they want to control the whole place at the Gulf of Guinea, because of the maritime activity, and then to keep an eye on what is happening around that area. So that's part of the reason. But nobody does anything for just for altruistic reasons. Yes, that's taken, that's given. But you see, if Nigeria falls, if terrorism, the way it's going, overwhelm Nigeria falls, the whole of West Africa is falling, the whole of Africa is falling.
Are we even seeing it that way? Are we seeing it that way? I beg, just on the line, make I quickly talk to this person. I beg, no vex. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Yeah, hello, good evening, Precious. Good evening.
Thank you. Remind us your name and where you're calling from, please, sir.
Yeah, I'm calling from Canada.
What's your name, sir?
The name is Fabulous.
Marvelous.
Oh, yeah.
You're welcome. Go ahead, sir.
There was a time I called on your program. There was a time I called. There was a call before your program. Now I told you, I said, Nigeria has no leaders. There is no leaders in Nigeria. What we have in Nigeria, those are stomach infrastructures. And again, I don't know, because I see that you guys keep repeating. You can't, during the time of Obasanjo, or even the government of Jonathan, you cannot compare those governments with this government you have now. At least they were still saying that the country is still not in where it was supposed to be during the time of those people. But you cannot compare during that government with this government. You cannot compare them. So the country has been attacked by just few individuals. Few individuals are the ones in control of that country. Until the people are able to stand up, enough is enough. That is when these people will all back off. Will back off. So that's just the truth, because we just have to keep that in mind, that the country has no leaders. There is no leaders in that country. There are no people. There are no leaders to protect the citizens, and even the
So what happens to the what happened to the leaders we have now? What are they? They are not leaders.
You can't call those people leaders.
Why?
Those are not leaders.
Why?
You're asking me why?
I'm asking now. You go talk something, I go ask you now.
Okay, I'll give an example. You see, the Senate president a couple of days ago saying that who am I to challenge Donald Trump? What does that tell you? Someone that calls the number three man in the country. When number three man continue,
but his deputy challenged him on his behalf. His deputy spoke on his behalf. He challenged him.
No, forget about what deputy. Even you saying that deputy, you saying that one. I don't want to. Let me reserve my words. I don't want to say. I know. Sure, your program should be. I don't want to say some kind of stuff. You saying that? You can't call those leaders now. You can't call those leaders. Those are not leaders. Who are they leading? Who are they protecting? Who are they making laws for? All the laws, the so-called laws that has come out from that house, that Senate, that national, who has those laws favored? Who has the law protected? None. You know, so that's why I say at least the government of Jonathan, the government of Obasanjo, this nonsense will not take place. The rubbish going on now, if it were those things, it won't even happen. So that country has been hijacked. We just have to continue praying to God. And the citizen needs to stand up. Because, and again, the individuals themselves, because that mindset, they need to wake up as in they need to wake up as in and face reality. They need to start waking up.
All right,
because the other parts, you see the other parts of the world, everything, they've left Nigeria behind. Even other African countries are even you see the way they treat Nigerians. Because as in they can see everything. Even the citizens in those countries can see everything with their eyes. As in, what are these people doing?
Thank you, sir.
Allowing people to take charge of the country. What are they doing?
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
It's not as if it's not what you can protect, you can hide anymore. As in, when you see Nigerians, they don't see them as human beings.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You know, I had to take permission from T.Y. Danjuma to bring you on. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Precious, let me just quickly give you some timelines here. We have said that and you said it too, and Prince Chilaka said it, in 2014, Tinubu and the team went to, then in opposition, went to go and see
Barack.
Barack. Okay? Barack has supported them. Barack, we hear, was part of those who pushed Jonathan out. They went to cry to them that Christians are being marginalized and so on. They said that. 2014. Now, 2018. Okay? Buhari went to America. You said it in this platform. Met Trump in Trump's first coming. And this whole issue came up of Christians being killed. And Trump said to him, do something about this thing. Meanwhile, I am going to make sure that I give you, approve for you 12, the Tucano jets, say I approve for you. You can buy the 12 Tucano jets that you want, military equipment, and all the support systems that you need to be able to fight Boko Haram. But I'll put you on CPC. That was done. What did Nigeria do? 7 years. Nothing. Buhari didn't do anything. Tinubu and his team, then, they didn't do anything. So what changed now? What changed now? The same person that gave you arms and ammunition that Barack Obama refused to give to you. The same person. That time, he was a good person. But now, he's a bad person. So there's something wrong with us. The narrative, they don't gel. If you look at it, there's no way you can say that same person now who agreed. Jonathan did everything. You see, it's important for us to say Jonathan did everything to make sure that terrorism was nipped in the bud.
Yeah.
When they refused him, he turned to South Africa.
Yeah.
And we know all the
and that
scandals.
period, they begin shout, say, "Oh, he's killing Northerners and all that."
Yes. He brought mercenaries. They begin shout. Executive outcome. They begin shout. He also brought Hejika to fight. They begin shout. Say no, they reported him to ICC.
Thank you. Make I go. I don't tire. Thank you so much, sir.
What do you want? What do they want? Let them just let the man finish the work and finish this people so that we can have peace.
All right, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Well, we'll see how things unfold in the coming days. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. All
Good
right,
night, Joe.
Good night, sir. All right, Nigerians, that's the size of our package this evening. If you never follow us across all social media platforms, ensure you do so at Precious Ini TV across all social media platforms: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. Precious Ini TV. That's where you see us. It is Ini, not Ini. Ini means friend, by the way, and I love to be a friend. I'll see you again tomorrow, God willing, with Mr. Anosike. But at the meantime, remember to protect your mental health, because he who worries about Nigerian problem and runs away lives to worry another day. So you need to be alive to worry about Nigerian problem. Oh, before I go, make I give on the video of Wike where he dance if PDP don't fall. If I don't give on this video, what's my give? But I feel like okay.
Look at your friend now.
Good night, Nigerians. I love you guys. Good night.